What up, sweet gang? It's your girl Rochelle in the building, coming to give you life with another video. In this video, I am going to show you how to achieve the metallic blue candy apple. And for those that will be rewatching this video, just wanted to give you a disclaimer. This video was live recorded, and there will be questions in this segment of this video. So, if you are new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell to let you know your girl is on to give you life with some great videos. And I welcome you once again. I know everyone is excited and ready and waiting to go. All right. So don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section letting me know how you all are enjoying my channel and my videos of these series. And we're going to get right into the video. First, I want to give my post notification shout out to A Taste of Heaven. Shout out to A Taste of Heaven. Thank you. Thank you. I did see your comment. And it was just a test to see if everybody was paying attention. So my shout out is to A Taste of Heaven. Thank you for your love and support, and so much love and support from you all. I appreciate you all as well. So we're gonna get started with this recipe. The recipe I'm using is the half recipe. And I'm going to explain in details after I fix the mixture. And I want everybody to pay attention to what it is that I'm doing as I walk through. Once the mixture is done, then I go right into the Q&A. And also, when I turn on this induction oven, it may be a little static, but it won't stay long. Okay, let's get it. Let's go. So here I have my induction cooktop and my stainless steel pot, my candy thermometer. I have 2 cups of sugar, and I'm going to be adding 1 cup, half a cup of light corn syrup, as well as a half cup of water, which is already in here. All right. I got my already clean apples with the sticks already in them. This is a metallic silver that I have in my apples. And my heat resistant mixing spoon. And also I got my tablespoon measure. I also got a half tablespoon measure. And I also explained to you about the tablespoon and the half tablespoon with measuring the coloring. All right. So getting started, adding in our water, half cup of water, 2 cups of granulated sugar. Combining all the ingredients together. And I'm sure it's a lot of people that's already done used this particular coloring. And a lot of people have asked how to achieve this metallic color. And you will find the reveal today. All right. Combine them ingredients up. Don't do like I did yesterday with one of the oranges and forgot to add the corn syrup. You're going to add in light corn syrup. Just a half cup. All right. Getting that in there. Make sure that's all well combined. And for any information on how to clean my apples, how to clean your apples, and for any of the recipes or any other information, please check out my videos on my channel. It's well enough informative information on and in those videos. Just go to my channel, go to videos, and check them out. Okay, mix that up until it's well combined in there. All right. Now for the big reveal. Dun, 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 dun. How do you achieve this metallic color? Well, it's It's a airbrush coloring that you use. Okay, this airbrush coloring is by CHEFMASTERS. See, can you use that? See that? All right. It's a metallic blue by CHEFMASTERS. I remember I used to try to find how to get that particular color, and this is it. How do you use it? And I'm going to explain to you the difference in the AMERICOLOR airbrush sheen and the metallic from CHEFMASTERS. All right? There's a bit of difference. Okay? There's two different brands. All right? So what I'm going to do is add in 1 tablespoon of coloring. Okay? Which is going to be the rest of this. I used the rest yesterday. Okay? So this is probably about a half tablespoon, which I'm still going to get some coverage, but a 1 tablespoon will give me what I'm looking for, the desired coverage that I'm looking for. Okay, so this is 1 tablespoon of coloring to a half mixture, even though this is not the full tablespoon. And let's see how this is going to work out, because I never used the half tablespoon with this particular brand. So we finna see how this work out. Normally I follow the measurements that I did for my gold. So this is basically like a half tablespoon of coloring mixed in here. You do not have to add white. Okay? And I will go into detail about all of that. Make sure you put your candy thermometer into your pot, making sure the bottom of the thermometer does not touch the bottom of the pot, so it won't give off a false reading. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on my cooktop. Clicking my thermometer just in there enough to go past that mixture. You want to cook your candy mixture on 300 degrees, okay? Even though I'm cooking on my induction top, I'm going to remove it between 250 and 260, somewhere in between there. But you want to cook up to 300 degrees on your stove top when you're making your mixture, whether it's a half mixture or a full mixture. All right? Now let's get into this coloring. All right? Let me educate y'all on this. This is an airbrush coloring. Airbrush coloring do break down your apples. You just have to follow the full cleaning process when making this particular color. All right? Make sure that your apples are cleaned, has been cleaned for that 48 hours, for those 2 days, and then you dip on the 3rd day or whatever day after that. All right? This is a different brand from AMERICOLOR. This is a CHEFMASTER airbrush coloring, and then you have the gold that everybody use from AMERICOLOR Gold Sheen. All right? Now, if you go out and get AMERICOLOR Blue Sheen, it's not going to turn out like this one, this particular color. This is the metallic blue that you want to use if you're trying to achieve this particular blue. And it's a difference because with this particular color, you can either add 1 tablespoon of coloring or a half tablespoon of coloring to a half mixture. If you're using a full recipe, which is the full mixture, I would recommend you use 2 tablespoons. Okay? And it all depends on the brand. Okay, the reason being, this is a little bit more richer in color than the AMERICOLor. And they have a airbrush sheen, and Chef Masters has a metallic blue, which is a airbrush coloring. And yes, airbrush coloring do break down your apples because it's a water-based coloring. So that's why it's important that you make sure that your apples is cleaned properly and that they have set for the 2 days. If you don't, your apples will break down. They will break down because it's a water-based color. So just go through the proper cleaning method and this color will work for you and they will stay on your apples. Once you have dipped these apples in the color and the apples have cooled down where you can bag them, tie them, put your bow on them or whatever, and then you can place them in the refrigerator. All right. Now, I know a lot of people have some questions, and I'm going to go into the Q&A. But before I do, I want to respond to a few questions that was asked and also posted on some of my social media. First, let me talk about the sticky apples. Sticky apples in the summertime, normally they're going to get sticky. It's up to you if you choose to do apples during the summer or the hot climate times, or you find a great method that is going to work for you to keep them not tacky or sticky if you want to do candy apples. My suggestion is just after they cool down, bag them or box them and place them in the refrigerator until it's time to deliver or time for you to go to your customers. The apples are going to be sticky. The apples are going to be hard. They're hard candy apples. With this particular recipe, I would recommend that you bite right into them. You cut into the apple you cut into the apple so that you can eat them. All right. Also, you can add flavor. You still add flavor between 200 or 250 degrees. Okay. What else? With the sticky apples, make sure that it's not humid in your house. It's cool. I hear a lot of questions and they say, oh, I follow real recipe to a T and it didn't work for me. It may work for some, it may not, but if you follow the recipe to a T, it's something that you got to be doing wrong, because I've been doing this for so long. So many people have experienced my recipe and the method and the technique. It works for you. I'm not saying it's gonna work for everybody. Do what is best for you. Okay. When you cooking candy apples, try to find a place that you can put them where they can be cool, and then bag till they cool down, and then bag them and then put them in the refrigerator. So also with sticky apples or breaking down so soon, either you didn't follow the cleaning method, or if they break down too soon, maybe you added too much coloring, maybe you're using the wrong type of coloring. Now let me clear this up. You can use icing coloring by Wilton's, not an icing color that's in a tube. Not an icing drawing color. That does not work in candy mixture. That's in a tube. That's for cakes. That's to write on cake. That don't work. No, that ain't gonna get it. That is not coloring for apples. The icing color by Wilton's you can use to color your apples. All right. Let me see. See, I got my little list. Someone asked, Ro, and somebody asked this before. Why did I go from a half cup of water to 3/4 cups of water? Once again, 3/4 cup is a little bit more than a half cup. It just gives you a little bit more mixture or to cover your candy apples. No difference. You're gonna find when you working with candy apples, especially me, I'm very versatile. I may change it up so many different times. I'd use different recipes, meaning I double my mixture, or I add the 4 cups of sugar with the half recipe to give me full coverage if I have a certain amount of apples. I have a lot of people ask me, is there a recipe for a certain amount of apples, like 88 apples? I'm going to let you know right now. It's basically you either double the recipe and watch it very carefully, or you continue to make your mixture. That's how I cover my apples. I have did 500 apples before, and the best way I did it, I had doubled my mixture every time until I got down to the last few, and I did a full mixture. So it varies. Okay, just double the recipe and know what it is that you're doing, and watch what you're doing, and be careful. So there is, I go back and forth, I'm just giving y'all information that will be good for you, so when you have something else different to do, you know, well, if I want a little bit more coverage, I'm gonna go ahead and use this 3/4 cup of water to the half recipe, to 2 cups of sugar and a half cup of corn syrup. Okay, and yes, if you have used the 411 recipe, you can, and you add the 2 cups of sugar, a half cup of water, and a half cup of corn syrup, and you combine them together. That's combining recipes. The recipe, you will be able to have more coverage instead of doing a double recipe. All right. Someone asked why Granny Smith, and this is the last question that I'm going to cover as the ones I chose to pick out. Why choose Granny Smith? Once again, Granny Smith is a little firmer and take two more to hot candy. There's some apples, like Gala apples, are good to dip in. I don't dip in them. And I know the Granny Smith is a little sour, but it holds better to my preference. It just holds better. Gotta make sure I'm watching this. Okay. So I'll get some more of your questions in a few minutes. I'm just watching this to make sure it does not burn. Turning that off. Placing my candy thermometer into a cup of water. Just clipping it right on the side. Just as so. You want to let those bubbles settle, let them subside. We're going to see if this is going to cover like I want it. Remember, you do not have to add white to this. And I think it'll be good with just the half mixture. I mean the half tablespoon. We'll see. But normally I add 1 tablespoon. Okay. So that's that pretty rich blue. Now let's dip. Taking your apple, tilting your pot so that your mixture can come to the corner of your pot. Make sure you don't touch the side of your pot. Just go in and do a rotating turn. And yes, a half mixture is good. So there you have it. So you can use it, like I said, you can use a half mixture, a half tablespoon of coloring. That's the airbrush coloring though. Half tablespoon. As I repeat, half tablespoon to a half mixture. To a full mixture, use 1 tablespoon for coverage. All right. Scraping the bottom of the pot there. Placing it onto your silicone mat. Once again, going in, doing a rotating turn. And I'm going to go back in so I can cover the top. Just so I can get that top covered. And I only do that because the apples are kind of large. And I try to get coverage at the top of the apple. No, I did not add flavoring. I just mentioned that you can add flavoring between 200 to 250. The flavoring you can use is a oil-based flavoring, still to this coloring. I'm putting the wrong thing on the mat. Okay. Bada boom, bada bing. All right. Bada boom, bada bing. So if you do get the Airbrush Sheen by AMERICOLOR, you can try it out. And you use the same regiments. You can see the difference. But I love this metallic blue by CHEFMASTERS. It's an airbrush coloring. Once again, it's an airbrush coloring. Make sure you follow the cleaning process of, hey, okay. So that's how you achieve the metallic blue. Hey from Be More. The gold apple video is on there. If you just go to my channel and go to the videos, you will see, or just go in the search engine and put in gold apples and look for me that way as well. I'm going to go ahead and take a few questions because I know some of you have a few questions. And let's get it. Let's go. All right, let's go. Ask away. How long do you have until they break down? These apples will last a long time long as you properly store them. So like I will dip this now. Make sure, if you touch it, it's hot. It's hot to touch. Hot once you touch it. Make sure that it cools. Then you can bag and place them in the refrigerator. Okay, and they will be fine. As far as with the, as long as the cleaning process is good for this particular brand of coloring, they will last as long as you properly store them. Someone asked, do you use warm water on the thermometer? It doesn't matter. You can use lukewarm, or I just put water in it and it melts off. See, it finished, So it's no preference. Okay, any other questions? If as I'm dipping, y'all, I don't see too many questions. So if your question, if you want a question to be answered, just repeat it. What's the name of the white color? It is liquid gel white. It's liquid gel whitener. It's a liquid gel whitener by Chef Masters. But you do not add white to the blue. Just trying to focus. Okay, no problem. Let's see. Bro, I thought refrigeration wasn't required, or is that only for airbrush coloring this blue? Never have I ever said that is not required. I have stated that I sometimes don't put them in the refrigerator depending on when I'm taking them out. So if you want to, it's okay to store your apples in the refrigerator. When you dip in apples, everyone, please get accustomed of doing something different. There's going to be so many different things that you're going to do with these apples, and that's why I chose to do this series, to show you some different formalities that I have took the time out to measure out a few drops to, the calculated drops to these different and particular colors. Every color is going to be something different. It's going to be something different you do with using different brands. They may give off different shades. You may not add so many drops to get a lighter tone. Can you show you the blue color? Once again, what did I do with it? It's a metallic blue by Chef Master. It's an airbrush coloring. Someone asked, can I put coloring in the beginning all the time? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You guys, I'm just showing you that either way it goes, it works, and you do what works for you. Find a method and a technique that you know that you're going to achieve that particular color, and let it work for you. Okay? I don't add white to my mixture while it's cooking. I add it at the end. I add all my colors at the end because that's what I'm accustomed to. But during this series, if everybody is watching my videos, I have stated, like, I'm doing this series to show you a difference. Okay? Is the taste bitter like most dark colors such as black? Not that I have experience. Miss Rowe, do you still do hologram candy apples? And if so, where can we order the hologram dust? You can go to Never Forgot Designs. I will put the link in the description box for those particular dusts. I got mine off of Amazon. Somebody asked, what is the good pricing for coloring? I get it off of Amazon. I just shop around for the best price available, but I get it off of Amazon. And everything I will be using will be in the links in my description box below. Okay. Someone asked, can you put all the apples in the refrigerator? Of course you can. On a gas stove, what number do you recommend boiling on? Between 5 or 6. If it's digital, 5 or 6. and anywhere in between there. But it has to, you know, gas is hot and flame, so turn it down. If you cook it on 5 or 6, anywhere in between there, you're good on a gas stove. Someone asked, could I show a bottle of flavor? This is the Loran oil flavoring. It comes in a dram as so. Okay. Also, they come in a bottle like this. This is cake batter. This is a one ounce flavoring. You just want to measure out the right amount of drops to the pot. Yes. For fondant pieces. If you're applying fondant pieces to these particular apples, the best thing to do is to add chocolate, just a dab of chocolate to the fondant piece, and apply it to the apple. All right, just a few more questions and then I will be signing out. This mixture is a small mixture, and it covers between 2 to 3 apples depending on the size of your apples. If they're smaller apples, you can get at least 4 or 5. If they're medium, you can get between 2 to 3. If they're large, you're only going to get 2 apples out of this small mixture. I use this mixture for teaching purposes only. I do explain the full recipe, which is 4 cups of sugar, 1 cup of water, and 1 cup of light corn syrup. You can use the same amount of drops that you see or I shared in my videos to a full mixture. To a full mixture for the metallic color, you can use 1 tablespoon of coloring. Thank you. Yes, I will put the links to the bags in the description box. Do you have a link where to buy package? For my hands-on classes, College Park has 2 spots available for June 29th. I'm sorry, for July 27th. Richmond, Virginia has 2 spots left for June 29th. New Orleans, Louisiana, August 24th, hands-on class has 2 seats available. I think it's 4 seats available for New Orleans. Any information on registering for hands-on classes or my online classes, the links will be in the description box below. Just visit my business page on Facebook, Your Sweet Connection. Send a message and my assistant will help you out. If you got a message saying that the class is sold out, because I have not checked with my assistant, I know we were close to a lot of these hands-on classes being sold out. All right. If you can't catch me at the Ultimate Sugar Show. Go to the ultimatesugarshow.com. That information will be in the link in the description box below as well. I thank you all for joining me. I know this is my time. I know everybody has a lot of questions. Please list them in the comment section below after this video. Let me know how you enjoyed this video. Was it informative? Still, leave a comment. If you are new to my channel, I'll thank you and welcome you. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell to let you know your girl is coming on with another video. So I appreciate you once again. That is my time. And y'all already know. You already know, right? It's your girl Ro about to go, but I